Assalamu alaikum guys. Let's learn about the equivalent fractions. If you want to learn how to add or subtract the improper fractions, you must be very clear about the equivalent fractions first of all. Okay. Now the equivalent fractions are basically they look to be different, but they are representing the same quantity. For example, if you have let's say that there is a cake, okay, so I have divided into two parts, okay. Now this one is showing the shaded part is showing a half, okay. This is a half. So if I draw another diameter over here, another line over here, now this shaded part is showing 2/4, okay. So this is a half, this is 2/4. If I draw like this, so now this shaded part is going to be 4/8. So this 2/4, this 1/2 and this 4/8, they are all showing representing this value, but they're looking to be different. The amount they are representing, that is same, okay, but they're looking to be different. So this is basically the definition of the equivalent fractions, okay. Now how can we obtain the equivalent fractions? The thing is, if you look at this 1/2, if you multiply the numerator and the denominator with the same number, you will always be getting an equivalent fraction. For example, if I multiply both of them by 2, I'll be getting 2/4, which is this fraction over here, okay. And for example, if I multiply these with 2, I'll be getting 4/8, okay. If I divide them by 4, both of them, I'll be getting back that 1/2. So you see that by multiplying or dividing with the same number, you can obtain as many equivalent fractions as you want, okay. So these equivalent fractions, they are very much used in when you have to add or subtract the unlike fractions, and secondly when you have to simplify the fractions. For example, let us first of all discuss the simplification of fractions. For example, you have 4/6, let's say. So you have to see that if this fraction is written in its simplest form or not. So if you can divide both of them with the same number, or in other words, if there is a common factor in these two, numerator and denominator, that means this fraction is not in its simplest form. So you see that this has a factor 2, this is a factor 2. So if you divide them, both of them by 2, you will be getting like this divided by 2 and this divided by 2. So this is going to be 2/3. So this 4/6 is simplified into 2/3. Let's say you have 10/18. Okay, so this would, you can write it as 5/9. Let's say you have 24/, let's say 30. Okay, so you see you can write it as 4/5. 6 4 times is 24, 6 5 times, that is going to be 30. So this is basically the concept of the equivalent fractions, okay. I write here some fractions. You try to write at least 2 equivalent fractions of these fractions, okay. Let's say you have 2/5, you have 3/7, you have 4/11. So just try to write at least 2 equivalent fractions. So like, if you have multiplied both of them with 2, you can get 4/10. If you multiply both of them by 3, you can get 6, and you can get 15 from here, 6/15. You can have 20/50. You can have 200/500. You see, if you keep on multiplying with the same number to both of these, numerator and denominator, you will keep on getting the equivalent fractions, okay. So similarly, you can write the equivalent fractions for these two. The concept of equivalent fractions will help you to add and subtract the unlike fractions. Thank you very much.